everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look back at my subscription boxes and purchases from May 2020, and I'm going to be asking myself, did I use it? So I started this series last month. I took a look back at my April 2020 subscription boxes and purchases, and there was quite a lot of stuff in there that I either hadn't used at all or hadn't used a lot. So I decided that I definitely wanted to keep going with this series. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the, I think it's on this side. I'll leave a link up here in the cards. I'll also leave a link in the description down below so you can go and check that out, and there's a bit more of an explanation about what this series is and why I decided to do it in there. But for this video we're going to have a little look at how I did with the products that I highlighted last month, and then we'll get into the May boxes and purchases from last year. So last month we talked about 17 products, of which I'd decluttered 2 already and used up 2. So that left me with 13 products that I wanted to try and get some use out of. So how did I get on with that? Well, the first thing was the tweezers from Vintage Cosmetics Company. Obviously this isn't something that's going to get used up, this is just something that I have. I do use them, they're not my favourite tweezers, but they're sort of doing a pinch, no pun intended. But yeah, so that's something that I can't really use up anyway. The nail polish from Nails Inc. This one is in Blossom Kisses. I did use this last month and I don't really like it. I just wasn't really a big fan of the formula, which I think I already knew, and it's unfortunate. It's kind of a pretty shade, but again, I've got shades in my collection that I prefer. I've got pink shades in my collection that I prefer. So this just doesn't do it for me. So I actually think I'm going to declutter this. I just can't see myself reaching for it unless it's part of a project. And I don't really want to force myself to use nail polishes. Nail polish is something that I already don't use a lot of, and I've got other things in my collection that I'm just much more willing to try. I'm more excited to try, so there's just no point me hanging on to this. So I am going to declutter this. The Rituals of Sakura body scrub and the Avant facial exfoliating scrub. I did say that I'd started using these already, that I was going to leave them in my bathroom. That's exactly what I've done. I have been using them. They're not finished yet, although there's not a lot left in either one of them, so I would imagine these are going to appear in an empties quite soon. But yeah, so I am actually getting some use out of these, so that's good. The Erno Laszlo toner, I haven't used this. I've got other toners that I'm currently using, so I just haven't had the opportunity to open this yet. But once I've finished with the hydrating toner that I've got on the go at the moment, then I will definitely open this. So this is going to stay in my to use soon basket, along with the other things that I'm going to put in from this month, and hopefully I will get some use out of this soon. The Hask hair mask, as you can see, it's still here, it's still unopened. Clearly I didn't use this. Again, I'm going to leave it in the basket and hopefully get some use out of it soon. The Skincare Mist Lip Plumper. This was the thing I was most curious to try again. When I first used this, it was so tingly and so intense that I just didn't enjoy it. So I just sort of left it. I have tried it during this last month and it was okay. It wasn't as tingly, but I also didn't notice the lip plumping effect either, so I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. It doesn't smell off, and as a lip gloss it works okay. So again, I am going to use this in the did I use it basket, and try and get some more use out of it. Same again with the lip definers from Mirabella. We've got the 2 shades here, Cheeky and Tease. I think I used both of them at least once. I have a feeling I used the more pinky shade a couple of times. I think I just used this one once. And again, I am going to leave them sort of in this basket to try and get some more use out of, because I really don't feel like I use them enough to make a decision about my feelings on them yet. So that's those. And then there were the eye palettes. So we've got the Bella Pierre Peach Blossom palette. which, as a reminder, looks like this on the inside. I did use this a couple of times, but as predicted, it's not something that I feel like I want to reach for on a regular basis, just because of the format. As I said last month, it's more shimmers than mattes, and I prefer it to be the other way around. But I am going to keep this in and try to get some more use out of it. Again, with it sort of being these peachy shades, I can probably get some use out of it throughout the summer if I actually make the effort to. So we'll see how that goes. And then the Rose Period palette from Suva Beauty, which looks like this on the inside. I did use this. I actually put this in as my eyeshadow palette for my Project Pan for April. So spoiler alert for my Project Pan, I did actually get 10 uses out of this, which is awesome, because that's what I wanted to do. When I originally had this, and I think I mentioned in my last video as well, I wasn't sure about the matte shades. I felt like they were a bit hard pressed and chalky, and I didn't feel like they were going to be my favourite matte formula. They're still not my favourite matte formula, but they're also not as bad as I thought they were. I did actually manage to get some use out of them and enjoy using them, so it was a bit of a discovery for me, which is good, because, you know, it just shows me that doing this series is going to help me to use more of my things and appreciate my things a little bit more, and that's definitely been the case with this one. So I am actually going to take this out of this basket, because obviously I did use it as my Project Pan. I did get some more use out of it. I've decided I quite like the palette. It's definitely not my favourite, but it is something that I can see myself wanting to use again. So it's going to come out of this basket, but it is going back into my collection. So that's the update from last month done. So now we can move on to May's boxes and purchases, and see what happened and didn't happen there. So looking back at the videos that I did for May last year, I had a Look Fantastic video, a Glossy Box video, and a beauty purchases video. So we're going to dive in and see what I got from those. So from the Look Fantastic video, I had the Magnetown London microfiber cleansing cloth, which is this thing here. The Avant Hyaluronic Acid Resurfacing Duo Moisturiser. The Korres Hydrobiome Probiotic Superdose Face Mask. The Balance Me Hyaluronic Plumping Mist. The Ico Brow Gel, and the Dr. Lip Tint Sweet Potato Pigment. Now, as you can see from that little collection there, I've still got quite a lot of those products. The only one I don't still have in my collection is the Dr. Lip Tint. I actually decluttered that as part of my lip collection video at the beginning of this year. It just wasn't something that I wanted to use. It was quite hard to get out. As a lip balm, I wasn't a fan. So there was just no point me keeping it, really. So that went. So onto the things that I've still got. The microfiber cleansing cloth. This was a revelation. I'd had a makeup eraser cloth from another box previous to this, and I just wasn't that impressed by it, to be honest. I just didn't feel like it was that great. So when I got this one was from Magnetown London, I didn't hold much hope that it was going to be any better, and this works so well. I can literally just wet this, wipe my face, and all of my makeup is gone. I don't feel like I need to use a cleansing balm. I can just go in then with a normal face wash, tone, moisturise, and carry on with my evening. So I was actually really nicely surprised by this. So I do still have it. I did actually lose this for a while, and it did only resurface again last month, so that was good timing. So I am going to get some more use out of this. So that's that. The Avant moisturiser. So this was the Duo moisturiser. I haven't even opened this. I've got lots and lots of moisturisers, and I just haven't got around to opening this one yet. Avant as a brand for me is something that just sort of irritates me a little bit. I feel like it's massively overpriced, and especially when I've sort of since found out that these particular products in subscription boxes tend to be made for subscription boxes, and the ingredients are different to the ones that you can buy from retailers. It just irks me, really bothers me. So it kind of puts me off wanting to use them as well, because I feel like I'm not actually using the Avant product. But that could just be me being a little bit petty. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But yeah, I am going to put it into the basket. I am going to try and get some use out of it, because at the same time, if I'm not using it, I'm just wasting it. That's not really great either, is it? So this is going to go into the basket. The Cora's Hydrobiome Face Mask. Again, it's something I've not opened yet, so I'm going to put it in the basket and see if I can give it a go. It does sound like it's going to be really nice actually, and I think I said that when I had it. So it's a microbiome friendly technology, anti-pollution tested with real Greek yogurt, and it just sounds really hydrating and lovely. So I'm definitely keen to give that a go. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I'm going to put it in the basket and make an effort with it this month. The Balance Me Hyaluronic Plumping Mist. I've got quite a few face sprays and face mists in my collection, so this being a tiny little bottle just completely escapes my notice. I'd totally forgotten I'd got this until I went through the list of products that I'd had in May last year. So I'm going to put this in the basket and I'm going to make an effort to use it, because again, I like hyaluronic acid. I don't know why I haven't even given this a try yet, but I really haven't tried it. So into the basket it goes. And then there's the Ico Brow Gel. This is something that I literally just haven't got around to using, because I've had other brow products or brow gels that I've been using, so I just haven't opened this one yet. I am using a clear brow gel from Model Co at the moment, but I feel like that might be nearing the end of its life soon. So this is, I think this is another clear brow gel. I think so, it looks like it. So once that one is finished, I'll just start using this one. So again, this is going into the basket. So next up we had Glossybox, and in that box we had the Steve Laurent Wild Thing eyeshadow palette, the EOS Sweet Mint lip balm, the OK Skin Calming Dalmatian Print sheet mask with charcoal and white tea, the Mud Masky hair mask, scalp treatment and miracle shampoo 3-in-1 formula, and the Stargazer glitter pencil in fuchsia. So out of that little lot, the Steve Laurent Wild Thing eyeshadow palette, I actually gave that away. When I had it, I had someone from work express interest in it. It just wasn't a colour scheme that I was interested in, so I just thought, do you know what, she clearly wants it, I really don't care. So I took it into work and I gave it to her. The EOS lip balm, this was actually part of my project pan, and I did finish this last month, so this is now gone, so this is used up. So that's good, at least I used something from May last year. The OK Dalmatian sheet mask, I used that too. I think I used that fairly recently as well. I think that's in one of my more recent empties videos. I seem to remember quite liking it, but I quite like most OK sheet masks, so that's not a massive surprise. But yeah, that's another one that I actually managed to use. The Mud Masky hair mask. I've not even opened this. This product confuses me. So it's supposed to be a hair mask and a scalp treatment and a shampoo, and my brain just doesn't work with that. I kind of want it to pick something and go with it, like make your mind up, what do you want me to do with you? So I just haven't used it. I just put it in a drawer and went, I'll figure that one out later, and then never did. So I am going to put it in the basket and I am going to try and make an effort to use it. I do actually suffer a little bit with psoriasis, and it's made a bit of a reappearance on my scalp, sort of around here. So maybe that will help to sort of tame that a little bit. We'll give it a go, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just want it to have a clear use. And then the Stargazer glitter pencil. I don't think I've used this at all. it's got actual glitter in the pencil, which, you know, you would expect with the description, but I don't want that close to my eye. Glittering eyeshadows I don't mind so much, but eyeliners I tend to use in my lower waterline, which is clearly right next to my eyeball. That makes me nervous. So I was thinking about putting this into the basket and just making an effort to, you know, at least give it a try. I don't want to, so I'm going to declutter this straight away. I'm just not willing to take the risk with it, so I'm going to get rid of this now. And then next we're on to the beauty purchases from May. So what I actually realised was that when I filmed my April video for beauty purchases, I had actually bought some things but then either not talked about them or just they didn't come early enough. I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember. When I was sort of putting the things together for this video, I just remember that I mentioned in the May video that some things came in April. So some of these are from April, some of these are from May, but either way I still need to use them. I'm going to put them in the basket if I haven't. So first up we've got the Vichy sunscreen. This is the Captain Ideal Soleil SPF 50 Plus UVB and UVA sunscreen. There was the OK Ginseng and Eucalyptus Under Eye Mask. There was the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum International Jet Set Kit. That was a bit of a mouthful. And that contained a small pot of the Bum Bum cream. It contained the shower cream and it also contained a body spray. And then I also bought a selection of lip products from Wayne Goss. I ordered them through Beautylish when they first launched. I was really excited about getting them. And from that collection I ordered a lipstick, a lip liner and a lip gloss. So you can see I've still got quite a lot of those products here. So the Vichy sunscreen. Now I am actually using this now because I am aware that it is 12 months old. So it's not going to be the full SPF 50 it was when I bought it. But for some reason I just ended up not using it a lot. I used it a few times and then just, I think it got to winter and I just didn't really bother, which I should still be using sunscreen, but I didn't. So I am trying to finish this up now. This is definitely going to stay in the basket to use up soon. The OK Ginseng and Eucalyptus Under Eye Masks, I've used them. I've used a few of them now. I've repurchased a few. But yeah, the one I bought in May last year, that's long gone. The Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum International Jet Set Kit. So I've just realised I made a bit of a mistake in my empties video, which should have gone up before this video. And that is that the Bum Bum cream I finished last month, I thought it came from that set, but looking at my notes here it didn't, so that must be from somewhere else. But yeah, I did finish that just to show you because it's right here. It just looks like this anyway. It was just a little tub of the Bum Bum cream, which I adore. But yeah, I finished that. The shower cream is currently in my bathroom. I am using it, but I'm using it sparingly. The Sol de Janeiro products are quite expensive, so I don't just want to use them. I kind of want to use them when I want a bit of a treat for myself, really. So that's what I've been doing with this. And then the spray, I know I said at the time when I bought this, I wanted this. I love the scent of the Bum Bum cream, and I really wanted this body spray. But I've also got a lot of perfume and I do like to use my perfume. I've got perfumes in my project pan. I'm currently trying to get through a load of samples. So I've used this a couple of times. You can see there's been a little bit sort of you can see there's a little bit being used from here. But yeah, I need to get some more use out of this. So I am going to put this in the basket, and I'm going to try and get some more use out of it. Obviously we are into May, sort of getting closer to those warmer months, or as warm as we ever get in Britain anyway. So I might feel like I want to use this more as the weather gets a bit warmer. So we'll see how we get on. And then the Wayne Goss lip products. They were a bit of a disappointment, to be totally honest. I actually decluttered the lip gloss when I did my lip collection video. It just was awful on me. It was so thick and just highlighted every line in my lips. It just felt really gloopy and no thank you. So I decluttered that. The lipstick and the lip liner I did keep. The lip liner, it's an alright colour, it's nothing special, but I will put it into this basket and try and get some more use out of it, because since I did that video, that lip collection video, I haven't touched these, so I could probably do with giving them a bit more love. And then the lipstick, this one is in the shade Carnation, and it looks like that. And it is a beautiful colour, but again, it's nothing special. It's also quite small, and the price that I paid for these, it's not small lipstick prices. So I was just overall just a bit disappointed with that collection, really. And I really wanted to love them. You know, I love Wayne Goss. I think he seems like a lovely guy. His brushes look amazing, and I'm still really keen to try those. But yeah, my first sort of dabble with his makeup line, wasn't that impressed, unfortunately. The lip liner, by the way, is in the shade Mauve and looks like that. So that was everything that I got into my life in May last year, and that was 19 products. That's a lot. So out of all of those, I still have 12, although with me decluttering the Stargazer eye pencil, that actually means I've now got 11, but that does include the face cloth, which is something that I'm not necessarily going to use up. The sunscreen, which I am currently using, and the Sol de Janeiro shower cream, which it is in use. I've used up 4, and I've decluttered, well, I've now decluttered 4. I've got 3 written here, but obviously the eye pencil makes it 4. So that's 11 products that I need to try and get some more use out of during May, on top of the ones that I've still got to try and get some use out of from April as well. I think I've set myself a bit of a challenge with this series, haven't I? Oh well, that was kind of the point of this, to sort of see for myself how much I'm using versus how much just gets left behind. And then, as I said in last month's video, get to sort of December, January time, and I'll see whether I want to drop any of my subscription boxes to try and stop this kind of thing from happening. So that is everything for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is there anything here that you've also got, that you've also had in subscription boxes and have or haven't used? Do you get a lot of things into your life, either purchases or boxes, and how do you manage that? Or are you like me and don't seem to be doing very well? Just let me know all of that in the comments down below. I really do love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button for me. It really does help me out and lets me know that you're enjoying my content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you think you'd like to catch up with me more often, then I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button too. It's totally free and would help you to find me more easily in future. And with all of that being said, I really do hope everyone's well and staying safe. And I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.